What was your favorite show that you've ever done? Can you tell us about the one time everything clicked and you were just like on fire?
I would have to say it was the stuff I did for the Statler brothers on their show. I was on. I also did a thing called the Medora Musical, which is an outdoor musical in a canyon. Perfect amphitheater, perfect acoustics, and you didn't need a mic. You know, they had one on you, but you didn't need it because it was incredible. And it was an outdoor show. You had 5,000 people sitting right here, and you would do your thing, and you'd get this laugh, and this wave would hit you. In the same way in the theater shows, they just this wave of laughter hits you, and that's what's so cool. And those are the two of the things that were like, yeah. I mean, you couldn't get better because I had them laughing every 15 seconds or so, and just like clockwork, and no matter what I did, they laughed at me. And those are amazing. I like that. That's good stuff.
What was the weirdest thing you've ever experienced in your career as a ventriloquist?
Well, I was asked to do this show for an Indian family from India. And in their culture, if you have a son when you're older, that's like big deal. Well, this guy was late 50s, and he just had a son. And it was like, they were just having a big party. And so they invited me to this thing. And I go into this big ballroom, and it probably has 300 people all decked out in their native dress with the gold just everywhere hanging off of them. And they are having a party to beat all parties. And the guy said, we want you to do a half hour. I said, okay, no problem, right here. Okay. Everybody's sitting on the floor on their little rugs, no chairs, nothing like that, sitting around. I start doing my show, and my opening line is always a killer line, and nothing. You could have heard crickets. Did my next line, nothing. Got into it 10 minutes, not a laugh. I'm starting to sweat bullets here. I'm just, and the puppet, he says to me, are we speaking the right language here? And we just go, and we do about 15 minutes, and I haven't had a laugh in 15 minutes.
Wow.
I'm dying. I'm soaking wet. I'm sweating that flop sweat, and I am dying. And I decide, I'm done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks a lot. And they all jump to their feet instantly and go, oh! They climb, they make this racket. I'm like, ah! And the guy that's the new dad, he comes up to me right then. He walks up and goes, you're supposed to do a half an hour. I said, yeah, but they weren't responding. Oh, in our culture, we don't. We wait till it's over. It's very rude for us to laugh while you're talking. We can't hear what you're saying then. That's rude. We hold it till the end. Wish you'd have told me that at the beginning. And so he turns around and he says in the language, whatever they say, and he told them that I didn't understand their culture and they're laughing hysterically at this, And he goes, and he was going to quit, but we don't want him to quit doing. They're just going crazy again. And he goes, well, go ahead, do some more. Okay, so I get up there for my encore, not a laugh. I'm like, wow.